What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to this special edition of P&Q. That's right, because I'm outside, I'm walking, and if you look behind me you'll probably recognise some of the background of the valley where I walk my dogs. Now, I'm on a special mission today. I'm walking to my wife at her place of employment. I know she's been feeling a bit with work and stuff, and I just wanted to turn up and surprise her and cheer her up a bit. If I can find something I'll buy and take to her. I don't think there's any flower shops on the way, but I don't know, a box of chocolates, something, I don't know, just something to try and cheer her up. But anyway, I thought I'd do P&Q whilst I was out and about. I got the hat on, I'm afraid, so it's got a bit of shadow over my eyes, but I'm doing that to protect my head in case it rains or heaven forbid should the sun come out, which I don't think it will. But yeah, so I'm probably not going to be starting the questions until I get a bit further on. I'm going to walk. I'm literally walking from Efford to Plymstock, so I'm not going to be rushing, but at the same time I don't want to dawdle too much. So I'll stop periodically and answer questions. Maybe I've got them all printed out and with me, so yeah, it should be a good one. So I will see you in a bit. So I'm coming up to a place called the Embankment now, and before we get going I need to do the usual preamble. So, excuse me, I'm out of breath. So if you're new to the show, this is the question and answer series where you get to ask me questions or put comments to me, and then I respond the following week. So I wait for the cars. Now, noisy in here, subway. Now you can do this one of four ways. You can pop your comments or questions down below in the comment section. That's the most common way. Or you can email me directly at miniwarzone@gmail.com. That'll give you an anonymous response, and I'll put a link in the video description below. God. Or if you make a video series yourself and ask a question on it, and I see it and I think, oh, I can answer that on here, I'll pick that up and I'll answer that here as well. Or if you bump into me in person, ask me a personal question, or raise a topic that's of quite a lot of interest to me, then I'll put that on here as well. So without further ado, I'm cutting now. I'll probably get up to the side of the embankment and I'll do the first question. Here goes. Well, I'm on the embankment, but it's a bit noisy to do questions, so I'll wait till I get somewhere quieter. I'm heading to that bridge over there. I'll be crossing over it. And this is the embankment. There's the railway that goes along it. You know, when I do go to Salute, that's the tracks I'll be going up to get to there. So yeah, it's very busy and noisy here. So I probably won't do the questions here. As a side note, we're coming up to this wall here on the left, past the railings. This is what they built as a flood wall. I mean, have you ever seen anything so stupid? The water comes up regularly and it floods the road quite often, and they think that this is going to stop it. Seriously? I think they're in for a rude awakening. Well, there you go, flood wall, more trains. And I'm still headed towards the bridge. Here's a bit of history for you, look. Lipson Lake. The embankment stopped the tide reaching Lipson behind you. The land was drained, reclaimed and used for the railway depot, which opened in 1906, and the community college beyond. In 1643, a civil war battle ended at Lipson Creek, Forces defending parliamentarian Plymouth defeated royalist soldiers cut off by the incoming tide. There you go. And I'm actually going to do a question here because I won't get them done in time else. So start with the video questions. And the first one comes from Black Country Wargamer on his Ask My Audience. He says, have you ever deliberately neglected a model or unit of models, and why? Yes, I have, and the one that comes to mind is my Tyrannifex, and the reason is because it was my first ever conversion and I just felt it was not good enough, but I didn't want to destroy it either because it was my first go at it. I have since painted it more. It's not finished, but when I do I feel it'll be a completion of a poor project, so that's the reason why. Okay, I'm going to do another one. Another video question, because I got two. I don't have any emails this week. The second one comes from Kuja and Kiwi on the Hira Hobby Sunday video. It says, what is your favourite Halloween activity as we are getting close to Halloween? Well, I personally don't celebrate Halloween. That said, I'm going to be starting a new tradition this year by painting up a model or something especially to do with it. So I'll keep you guys updated on that one. So I'm going to head on a bit whilst I'm still on this clip. That's all the video questions I've got. I know the noise is bad. I'm hoping to get to a quieter place soon though. But that's it. So I'll be on to the comments left from last week's video next clip. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm at nearly a halfway point, I think. I'm off the embankment anyway. Anyway, next question comes from Drake's War Channel. It's the first of the comments left on last week's show. He says, my question to you, Pete, have you ever considered playing the Arab-Israeli War of 1967? It's another Flames of War game theatre. The answer is no, I haven't. But that said, Flames of War, it's an interesting game. Looking at it, I quite like the look of the mechanics, so it might be something I might do in the future. Yeah, something I'll definitely do in the future, but I have no idea when exactly. Next question, comment comes from Super Wargamer. It says, LMAO, amazing answer, lol, good P&Q. Well, thank you, sir. I can't even remember what the question was or what my answer was. I'm getting close to that bridge now though, by the way, so I'm just shuffling my questions around. Right, I'm just going to turn the camera around. That's the bridge. Perhaps I need to... There, that one there. Incidentally, that was built, to stop large ships coming in and attacking us from this direction. Yeah, a bit of history I learnt. Anyway, I'll see you at the next spot. Hi guys, I'm still at more or less the same spot, just a little further in. I just spotted this kind of boat wreck here and I thought, I'll answer another question here because it's kind of quite quiet here, it's fairly quiet. So the question comes from Idic Beer 40k. So I'm going to turn around again. Sorry about that, flipping the camera angle around. Okay. So it's a great episode, Pete. So let's see if I can get the light on me. That's probably best to get it there, I don't know. It's a great episode, Pete. Okay, so reference to manual review. It must be a subscriber based thing that it unlocks without the views. What are your thoughts on Google closing Fritz's channel with no way to dispute it? Now that's a good question, and I wondered if somebody might mention that. Well, I'm afraid I didn't know Fritz. I didn't know his channel. I wasn't subscribed to it, so I can't really say from personal experience what the sort of stuff he put out on his channel was. But judging by everybody's feedback on it. It was like nothing offensive or controversial about it whatsoever. I mean, whether he had previous strikes, I don't know, because you're supposed to get 3 strikes and then you're out, so I don't know on that one. I can't comment on that. But as for being able to dispute it, what I would do, I would create another YouTube channel just so that I could go in and contact YouTube and then ask them what the heck's going on. I mean, because of the review thing, I've personally contacted YouTube, and I got an email here that I printed out from them. Whilst I'm here, I'll document that. And I basically asked them if, you know, what's going on with the manual reviews and the limited AdSense and that. And they said, this is word for word what they've said to me. Hi Peter, thank you for contacting the YouTube creator support. We cannot provide you specific details on what guideline your content has violated, and we're not able to provide you a list of advertisers that have opted not to advertise on your content. The volume of advertisers and ads is too large to see if a specific advertiser excludes you. I'm just going to walk on a little ways. Back in March, we started to roll out new controls for advertisers to help them better choose where their ads are placed. With the most recent launch, we're offering a more granular view into which videos are fully eligible for ads and which are not. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this. Videos that are not receiving limited, or videos that are receiving limited or no ads will be labelled with a yellow icon. We all know that. This means that videos with this icon will have been identified by our systems as not suitable for all advertisers. We rely on machine learning to evaluate the millions of videos on our platform to implement these choices, although no system is perfect. So we're encouraging creators to appeal, it's underlined that, for a human review when they feel we got it wrong. And every appeal helps our advertising systems get smarter over time. Please do review our advertiser-friendly guidelines, again underlined, prior to appeal. It is also important to note that the revenue being earned by our video is not changing with this launch. We're only changing the monetization dollar icons and giving you the option to appeal, so it's clear which videos are receiving limited or no ads. If you have questions about our advertiser-friendly content guidelines and what might cause a video to have a yellow icon, please review our help center, troubleshooter, creator blog post and creator academy lesson. We hope this update helps you better understand how best to create and monetize your content. Hope this clarifies your position, your concern. Regards, Eric, Google YouTube team. Now, where I was going with that is they're encouraging people to appeal on the monetization. So Fritz would have nothing to lose by just creating a channel quickly, just to go in and to contact the YouTube creator support and say, look, okay, as it's such a big thing you've done to me, can you explain why, so that future mistakes won't be made. Basically, that's what I would do. But yeah, so that's a great question. Other than that, I can't really say, because I don't know too much about him regarding his content. I might as well do another one. It's nice and quiet here. Tabletop Warzone says on the bench you talked about Walking Dead, another very cool game system that you wanted to get into that as well. How do you keep interested in all the various projects that you do? I myself struggle with more than 2 projects at the same time. I'm now doing a 30k Legion 1000 Suns, and while I started this one, my Zombicide lays aside and I can't be bothered to paint those up. Any advice? Thank you for the great videos and the many on the benches. I love those videos while I do hobby myself. Well, thank you, sir. My on the benches, I know they're not for everybody, not everybody's cup of tea, regards the content, what I talk about, but I tried plotting out and coming up with a structure for what I was actually going to talk about, and that interfered with the length of time. I found that I ran out of content too quickly, or not enough. I couldn't fit it all in, so I find it best to ramble. And it helps, these rambly videos, they help to get you to get to know someone a little better, so that you can better relate to them on their other videos, I think. As for advice, well, I think whatever you think as a person is your best, and this is a lesson for all of life. Whatever you think is your absolute best, remember that's just a limit you are placing on yourself. So if you say to yourself, oh, I can't get that done in that time, then that's you that's stopping you. My advice, just enjoy what you're doing. And if you're not enjoying something at any particular time, just carefully pack it up, put it to one side, get out what you are interested in, and keep chipping away at it that way. Again, watch videos that you're into. That's the best advice I can give, really, all around. Sorry my face is a bit dark here, it's just, I don't know. There. It's not raining, it's not particularly sunny, it's quite overcast actually. Okay, so that is the absolute best advice that I can give to you. And I really do appreciate your kind words on my On the Bench series of videos, because they're my favourite to make, along with these P&Qs. So yeah. Anyway, do another one. Next one comes from Cruons Basilicus. He says, nice P&Q, Pete. What inspires you to get into a new game system? Look forward to seeing you in Wales sometime. Yes, I'll have to get up there at some point. Obviously when I go to Wales, I'll make a point of visiting people that are in Wales. I'm coming up to the bridge now, so all that way. What inspires me to get into a new game system? The look. So aesthetics, followed by people's review on it, followed by what I've researched on it, like game mechanics, that kind of thing. So that's how I get into it. So, but first of all, it's just a case of, does it look good? Do the miniatures look good? Does the game, is it a game that is from a period or a genre that interests me? So that is how I do it. Okay, I've only got 2 left, so I'm going to pause it here. I'm actually on the bridge now. I'm walking across it. I'll just show you. Yeah, sorry that I flipped the lid shut accidentally, but yeah, I'm walking across the bridge now, the one that was built to stop large ships coming in this part of the sea, the water here, and attacking us from this end. See you on the next bit. Right, how about having, correction, that is the bridge over there that was built to stop large ships coming in. I'm on this bridge. Cyclists. And I'm actually halfway over the water here now, and I hate this. I hate being over water on a bridge. I always have done. Yeah, I just hate it. Yeah, it really freaks me out. The bridge over there is what the cars are going over. Yeah. So I'll be happy when I'm over the other side. Okay, going along Plumstock Road now. So noisy again, sorry. Next question, we're nearly there actually. Frost and Fist says, great episode. Once again, my brother. Those were single greasy childhood memories you talked about. Regretfully, I don't think there's anything like that. I think you mean kept from mine. Growing up as an army kid, we were always moving and downsizing our possessions. But that's okay there, my brother. My brother was always the biggest part of those memories anyway. Yeah, it's good to see you've got such a good relationship with him. Thank you for your question once again. It's alright, I'm just trying to maintain some semblance of normality whilst people walk by me. And they look at me strangely. That's the thing about being a YouTuber. You just got to let all that go. But yes, it's good. The relationship you have with your family, that's good. Family is important. Always keep hold of that. Final question comes from Millennium Wargames. It says, what is your favourite non-GW gaming models? Well, for me at the moment it's Congo. Congo is my favourite non-GW game. and the models that, that I get for it mostly from Wargames Foundry. Although you can get them from other manufacturers, Wargames Foundry and Congo. Although, loving the new Walking Dead All Out War. Well, it's not new to you, it's new to me. It's been out a while now, but Walking Dead All Out War, loving that. So probably that's going to be a big thing in my repertoire in the near future. But thank you for your question, Millennium War Games. I believe that's the first question you've ever put on P&Q, so welcome to that. And here you are on a very unusual one. So thanks for your questions. There might be a couple more clips on this video yet as I close out, but there you go. That's the thing about YouTube. You just got to do whatever you want to do. And sometimes you have no choice but to do these videos in different places. And not able to do it in the studio today, so I'm out and about. So here we go. Yes, more people thinking I'm a nutter, probably. That's okay. Anyway, I'm almost at the roundabout at Plymstock. Tomorrow I'm going to be absolutely cream crackered, I have this feeling. But there you go. Anyway, till the next clip. Okay, so I'm just outside the Blue Peter pub. Now I'm coming up to the Broadway. Still a ways to go yet on foot. My legs are absolute agony. Absolute agony. It's an effort to put one in front of the other right now. But I feel if I stop, I won't be able to get going again. But yeah, in fact, I'll probably have to stop up at this place if I stop. Anyway, let's crack on. Okay, I'm on the last leg of my journey now. I've got a little something. I'm walking up to my wife's work now, and hopefully I'll be able to present it to her. And you want to see all that, but that is what I'm doing. But I'm on Dean Hill. I have no words to describe how tired I am. Anyway, but it's all worth it, it's all good. Sometimes you got to do these things for the ones you love. And it's important to show them. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day here, guys, because I'm nearly there. Thanks for watching. Till next time, remember all brushes lead to war. Bye for now. Look after everyone.